Cubs hosting the Mets, and the Mets are plus 100 on the money line. The Cubs are minus 120. The over under is 6.5 runs. The Mets getting a run and a half on the run line are minus 225, meaning if you bet them that way and they win this game outright, you win. They lose by one, you win. And the Cubs laying a run and a half on the run line are plus 185, meaning if you bet them that way, they have to win by two. Now, technically, yesterday, the Mets opened up as a favorite for the overnight odds, so it just depends on where you got this game. Shop around, use a site like Vegas Insider, and allow you to compare all the casinos' pricings in one place. Senga did not pitch against the Cubs yet. He wasn't with the Mets last year. And Stroman pitched once against the Mets. And when I say he didn't pitch against the Cubs last year, um, 4 1/3, 1 run, 1 earned. They lost that game 2-1. The Mets are 6-2 as a team with Senga on the mound. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched and 6.9 strikeouts per game in those games. The Cubs are 4-6 as a team with Stroman on the mound. He's averaging 5 1/3 innings pitched and 5.1 strikeouts per game in those games. Now, head to head, the road team is 7-3. The Cubs are on a 5-game winning streak against the Mets. The Cubs are 6-4 against the Mets in their last 10. The favorite is 5-5 on the money line. The underdog getting a run and a half on the run line is 7-3. There have been 3 1-run games in their last 10. The under is 5-3-2, but the over 6.5 runs is 6-4 in their last 10. The last game that they played against each other, and I was kind of on that fence about the game yesterday, and I went the wrong way. The Cubs won 7-2. The game before that, the Cubs won 6-3. The game before that, the Cubs won 4-1. The game before that, the Cubs won 5-2. In their last handful of games overall, the Mets are 6-4 in their last 10 and 5-1 in their last 6. 19 runs, 9 runs, 3 runs, 9 runs. 10 runs in a win, 5 runs in a win, 2 runs in a win. All of those games were against the Guardians, and then 2 runs in a loss against the Cubs. For the Cubs, they are 2-2 in their last 4 and 3-7 in their last 10. 11 runs, 15 runs, 3 runs, 9 runs. 10 runs in a win, 3 runs in a loss, 1 run in a loss against all those games were against the Phillies, and then 7 runs in a win against the Mets. Now, this is one of these catch-22s for me, and I keep saying that a lot today, but I do believe that the Mets have a very good shot with Senga on the mound just because all of these teams really haven't seen him very much yet, and then especially when it's his first appearance, they may struggle to hit him in the first 3 or 4 innings that he's going to pitch in. So I'm going to take the Mets with the money line. I'm going to take the Mets getting the runs, and I'm going to go over in this game. These are just my picks. If you disagree, please go with your gut, and please bet responsibly.